Food doesn't get much more luxurious than a good cut of beef, but with the cost of living on the rise, are the days of sit-down steakhouses coming to an end? Texas Roadhouse likes to promise legendary food, legendary service. It does not, however, promise legendary value, as the chain raised its prices by 2.7% last October. Now, the chain is already gearing up to do it again, making this the third price increase in less than a year. This time, menu prices are slated to increase by 2.2%, which could occur sometime near the end of March 2024. Taking into account the 2.2% menu price hike back in April 2023, this means that Texas Roadhouse will soon be 7.1% more expensive than it was a year prior. During an earnings call with investors on February 15th, Texas Roadhouse CFO Chris Monroe explained that this third menu price increase is all about combating inflation. Monroe cited other economic stressors such as state-mandated minimum wage increases, competitor restaurant prices, and consumer traffic patterns. Raking in a little extra money per tater skin or sirloin steak, Monroe says, will offset the effects of inflation on the steakhouse. Notably, though, these alleged issues haven't seemed to slow the company's growth all that much. In fact, fiscal Q4 saw better than expected same-store sales for Texas Roadhouse, 9.9% over a projected 8.5%.
Ka-ching!
Meanwhile, the chain demonstrated year-over-year revenue growth of 15.36% from Q4 2022 to Q4 2023, with a gross profit margin of 15.8%. Shares are also up 40% over the past 12 months, and after the February 15th earnings call, stock rose 10% in morning trading. The chain also expects cattle inflation prices to cool a little this year, which means lower operating costs all around. So why are prices going up anyway? Well, it could be argued that the consistent price rises across the dining industry is representative of a larger economic crisis. Inflation shot up to record heights in recent years, for example. While it isn't increasing as intensely as it once was, it's staying put at a high and unaffordable level. Now, as state legislatures are stepping in to secure higher wages for workers, the businesses who employ them are likely to cite this as another reason to increase menu prices further. And despite Texas Roadhouse's optimistic outlook for beef prices in the coming year, the cost of steak saw a big jump in 2023. It's expected to remain high for a while, mostly thanks to a multi-year drought in cattle ranching states such as Texas and Kansas.
I don't think we've had any measurable rain in over a month.
A report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that beef prices jumped 7.7% last year, while the price of steaks was up almost 11%. The average retail price of beef has been hovering around $8 a pound, almost 25% more than the pre-pandemic average. Now, while a 7% price increase in just a year isn't much fun for consumers looking for relief anywhere they can, Texas Roadhouse is still the cheapest option for many people who want a steak at a sit-down restaurant. Prices are well below the chain's biggest competitor in the casual steakhouse category, Outback Steakhouse, and their steaks are still a few bucks cheaper than third-place competitor Longhorn Steakhouse as well. While the string of price increases could cut into this advantage, most of Roadhouse's rivals have also increased prices in the last few years. Maintaining a cost advantage on steak is a core part of the chain's business model, as the company deliberately prices its beef as a loss leader to draw customers into the restaurant for high-margin menu items like sides and alcohol. Texas Roadhouse also keeps its menu static and strategically places its retail locations in lower traffic areas with cheaper rent to help keep its costs down. So despite the price increase, Texas Roadhouse could actually be the beneficiary of more cost-conscious consumers. The steakhouse's strong growth last year went against the industry trend, and it could be benefiting from people trading down from more expensive options. Roadhouse's sales growth came not just from higher prices, but a 5.1% increase in traffic, suggesting that higher prices aren't keeping people away. This latest price bump may finally break the camel's back, of course, but so far, Texas Roadhouse's history suggests otherwise.